And we do not live in fear. I'm going to say it again like Dr. Umar. And we do not live in fear. See, this video is really for my black people. This is your first hurricane, or it's your first hurricane as a parent, or you just moved to Florida, and like I say, it's your first hurricane, and you're going through, you couldn't evacuate because you didn't have a lot of money and stuff like that. This video is really for y'all, but all my people can listen to it, because at the end, I have a poem for you. So the first thing I want to say is write down phone numbers and social media pages. Because what if your phone falls in the water? What if your phone loses power and you got to use somebody else's phone, but you don't have no numbers? You don't know the password to your Facebook. You don't know the password to your Instagram. You don't know the password to your TikTok. So you can't get in touch with nobody. Write down your passwords too. See, we have to be safe. Even though you feel like the news telling you, okay, it's not going to hit this area. Man, look, don't believe the news. People in North Carolina, they believe the news. And look what happened to them. You know, so always be ready with that. Write the right numbers and social media pages down and your password. Number 2, be prepared for the lights to go off. Don't hope they don't go off. Be ready. So have your batteries ready, have your flashlights, have your candles, and have the rooms cleared. You don't want toys all over the living room, the kitchen. Have all that in one section. Have all that in one room so you don't have to worry about tripping over stuff. Put stuff to the wall so you can have space in your house, in your apartment, whatever you have. You know. Number 3, if you have a car, make sure your car is on full. Now, if you couldn't get out and put your car on full, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. No, just deal with it. But if you did, good job, because guess what? This go right into my next one. But you can cook in your car if none of your stuff in your house working. Just like truck drivers do. We cook in our truck. You can cook in your car if you have the, you have the certain pots that you can, do that with. Number 5, at least, bare minimum, at least have canned good foods. At least, that's the bare minimum. At least have that. See, in life, you really got to use what you can use in the moment. Don't be wishing, oh man, I wish I had this. Look, everybody got canned goods. I don't care nobody say. Everybody have canned goods. Be thankful for that, because like I say, if everything in your house go off, you don't have no generator, get in your car and you can cook. Plug it up, you can cook. Number 6, and to me, this one is very important. If y'all couldn't evacuate and stuff like that, this is a great time still to sit your kids down if you have kids and tell them stories. My grandpa, my grandma used to tell us stories when hurricane came, when thunderstorms came. We just sat down, they told us stories. And we always remember that. Since I was young, I never forgot that. So still, if you with friends, or even if you by yourself, read. Do something to take your mind off of what's happening. Or else you're going to be stuck in fear. Number 7, make sure you have clean water. And look, I don't care right now. You got some empty bottles. If you couldn't get to the store, but you got empty bottles or empty jugs in your house, go to that faucet, fill those jugs up, put them in your freezer. Go find some empty jugs, or if you have some already, fill those jugs up from your faucet. I don't care if you don't drink faucet water. Right now, you can't be picky because you don't know. After the storm, they might turn the water off. So you're going to need some clean water. So right now, have some water in your refrigerator and your freezer, some ice cubes, and have it ready. Number 8, this one is very important to me. Locate areas in your neighborhood or areas you remember just in case if a flood come or a tornado come. So tornado, you can get in your tub or, outside ditches, whatever. Just locate areas that you can pinpoint with your own eyes. Okay, if a tornado come, I can go here. If flood happens, okay, this is how I get to my roof, Number 9, in your house, you should have an escape plan. I don't care if you got to draw it up or go over it and show it to your kids, hand it to your kids. That's important because you never know. You want to always expect the worst in hurricanes. When I was young, and I'm telling you, I was probably like 11, I was always just sitting, listening for a tornado because they told us a tornado always sound like a freight train. So I should always listen to that sound. I should always listen for it. And I used to be ready to grab everybody in the house. I don't care. At 11 years old, I don't care. Number 10, last one. I don't care who you pray to. Allah, Buddha, God, the ancestors. Hey, I believe prayer works. I believe in whoever you pray to. Whoever you believe, pray to them. And also be alert. Don't just pray and expect them to do all the work. Be alert at all times until the storm passes. That's the best thing to do, especially to my women. If you don't have a man in the house, stuff like that, you gotta be alert. You gotta be a big girl now. So it's a poem that I came across by Maya Angelou, and I really want to read it to y'all because I don't want my people living in fear, because you know the news, category 5, category 4, and I know this shit can be scary as hell. So I want to read a poem to y'all. Life doesn't frighten me. Shadows on the wall, noises down the hall. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Bad dogs barking loud, big ghosts in the cloud. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Mean old mother goose, lions on the loose. They don't frighten me at all. Dragons breathing flame on my counter pain. That doesn't frighten me at all. I go boo, make them shoot. I make fun. Way they run, I won't cry, so they fly. I just smile, they go wild. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Tough guys fight, all alone at night. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Panthers in the park, strangers in the dark. No, they don't frighten me at all. That new classroom where boys all pull hair, kissy little girls with their hair and curls. They don't frighten me at all. Don't show me frogs and snakes and listen for my scream. If I'm afraid at all, it's only in my dreams. I've got a magic charm that I keep up my sleeve. I can walk the ocean floor and never have to breathe. Life doesn't frighten me at all, not at all. So during this storm, a little fear is good to have, because fear keeps you alert. But don't let this consume you to where you tripping, to where you making mistakes, to where you just freeze up if your apartment or house starts flooding. You want to be confident in this time, because your life is on the line. And I want to say this again. Don't believe everything what the news is telling you. Oh, it's going to go here and there. You be ready for whatever. We saw what happened when they was telling people in North Carolina, oh, the hurricane coming here, the hurricane. Nah, don't believe that shit. Don't believe that shit. You use your instincts. You trust your gut. Like I said, your gut will always tell you. Your ancestors are with you. They go tell you what to do and what not to do. It's up to you to listen to that. It's up to you to be available to listen to that. And I'm going to leave y'all with one more. I know I said 10, but I'm going to leave y'all with one more. It's okay to have you some liquor ready. You know, take a shot of rum, take a shot of whiskey. That's okay. That's okay. Just don't overdo it. Because if you overdo it, you're going to be tripping. If you overdo it, you're going to be slow to react. If you overdo it, you're not going to be alert. So just don't overdo it. I know we overdo it. See, I'm from Louisiana. When we have hurricanes, we have hurricane parties. And we used to overdo it. I ain't going to cap. We used to overdo it. So as an adult, I'm telling y'all, don't overdo it. Especially if you're a single mother, stuff like that. Don't overdo it. Don't get too wasted to where you can't think, to where you too emotional. So my people, I hope y'all be safe, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. I'm out.